What's up, party people? Welcome back to Dark Matter Podcast. Y'all know what it is. Got my co-host with me, DX the Dog.
Yeah, chill.
Clap it up, DX the Dog. Yeah, podcast last week we had Political Ant on the show, and he was defending his people. So we're gonna get him back on the horn to see if he learned anything about going against us when we're trying to tell him the facts about what's going on in the world. What you think about that, X?
Yeah, we trying to call that motherfucker right now. Yeah, we got two different opinions.
Political Ant, what's up?
How y'all doing?
Hey man, you live on the Dark Matter Podcast, man. What's going on?
Blessed. How y'all doing?
What you sleep?
No.
You gotta talk up a little bit so you can hear you.
Nigga, check it out.
Joe said you jacking off the Nancy Reagan photo.
Yeah, sitting up there having sex with himself. Get your ass up.
Say he a one man band.
One man band.
You got out of control.
What's going on, brother?
What's happening with you, bro?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Good.
Doing all right, man.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to pick up where we left off last time, and so we was breaking down the economy, the steps that Elon Musk was taking as far as laying off a lot of workers, and I see that GM and Chrysler has laid off more workers.
Yeah.
And, in other places also. I forget, there's another big company that laid off a lot of people too. But so the layoffs are coming. They're getting more rapid, more frequently. So what you think about that, man? Do you think that Elon is on the right course with Donald Trump? Do you think Trump's right-hand man? Because I see him and Elon are starting to have some disagreements.
Yeah.
So what you think?
How would you portray that? And how would you portray like the economy from last week to the economy this week? Has it got better to you or has it got worse? Just doing the numbers from what we've seen, not what you feeling, from what we've been seeing. So how's that looking to you right now, Ant?
Well, I think the economy is fucked up.
Okay.
Trump supporters are trying to their best to try to word it like it's okay, but the economy all fucked.
What so?
I'm not even quite sure if Trump even know the strategy that he's trying to do to even fix the economy.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think are a lot of Trump supporters, the people that voted up for him? Do you see them like regretting their vote for voting for him publicly?
Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
The people that voted for him, his supporters, they will literally take a bullet for him.
Yeah. I agree on that.
And
Some of them.
He had brainwashed these people to the point where ain't nothing this man can do. I mean, nothing he can do that gonna have him turn against him.
I think a lot of people are turning against him, brother, because I think it's finally hit home when they funky asses got laid off. A lot of his voters, I think it's because they got laid off, so they know it's a lot. Not all of them, but it's gonna be hard for me to believe, especially after losing that race up there in Wisconsin.
Yeah. That
So
was a big race.
that's saying something because
That was a big race.
Yeah, because they won last time. You know, so
they won Wisconsin
last time, right? So something has definitely changed to me, and I believe that I ain't gonna say a large percentage of I forgot what his popularity poll was at, but I see some people have definitely turned on Trump.
Took a hell of a dip.
Well, I can tell that more when the midterms get here to see how well the Republicans do, because it's going to affect that. I would say this. Currently, I said currently because he's trying to change that, but currently he can't run again. So I guess.
No, he's trying to change it.
As long as he can't run again, I mean, he can actually do every moment. Let's figure out bad his phone number, or his approval rate.
Yeah.
He can't get voted again, so he ain't gonna win re-election.
Well,
It could be Donald Trump.
Well, like I said, speaking of that, like I said, the strategy that he's using now, everything I done said about him and what he was gonna do and how the way he was going about it, people looked at me like I was fucking nuts. And he done did everything that I said he was strategizing to do. Now this next one is gonna be one of the biggest of the biggest. This is when he gonna prosecute the Constitution. That's his job. That's what he wanna do. That's what he locked in on.
Definitely.
If he can change that Constitution where he can run again and try to be fucking king, because that's what he got all his cronies out here doing, the Steve Banners and the Stephen Miller motherfuckers, and I mean he got his cronies out here, you know, on broadcasts and little TV shows, trying to figure out how can we get his people to understand he can do a third term. He's already, hear me out, he's already challenging the courts. The judge of that case came out and said it's 3 branches of government, which we already know. And if you feel you can just go through the 3 branches of government on your own and nothing means nothing to you, who's for you to say that you wouldn't change the Constitution? Because right now that's what he's doing, challenging the Constitution.
Well, I'm not even quite sure the old man even know what the Constitution said because, you know, over 100 of his executive orders that he made on day one when he became president, he was sworn in. They all was against the Constitution. They couldn't be effective.
Well,
You know what I'm like, you know what, come on, the man came from the entertainment world. I don't think he really know about how this government works.
well,
I think somebody just told the man, boy, this country is a corporation. Just run it as a corporation. And there you go. I can run this country all day. I didn't ran corporations before. But there you go. I don't even think he know what we mean when he say, I don't think he understand what we say when we say that's against the Constitution. I don't think he know what that is.
yeah.
I really don't.
He know. See, what he's doing, what I believe he's doing is all that shit is just a smoke screen. He know, like you said, he don't even know shit about the Constitution. He's doing things, jumping out of procedure, you know, passing things up to the next step. He's just trying to bypass everything. But in the meantime, what he's doing is squeezing all the money out this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Let me drop it.
Yeah, so what he's doing compared to Elon and what's the guy that Bezos and Gates and all those.
Gates.
Trump is not in that field of billionaire.
Yeah.
But see, that's where he wants to be. So he want to be with them. He's not one of the big dogs like that. See, so what he's going to do is throw up all these smoke screens about this Constitution shit, being king, running again. But in the meantime, he got all the scam shit going on behind the curtains.
Yeah.
And he's filling his bank accounts up. He's going to try to drain this motherfucker dry because he wants to be a real top-notch billionaire.
Yeah.
So when it's all said and done, by the time he get voted out, ran out, or just fucking croak somewhere, he's going to have $200-300 billion, $150 billion, because I know he don't got no shit like that right now.
Well, he got all the government contracts, so he got all the government
he's going to try to squeeze all this money out in the next 4 years while we arguing about who pissing in what bathroom.
Yeah.
You know.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, I don't know. I had an argument with one of his supporters. And they told me that he's trying to collapse the economy on purpose.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. There is some strategy to that because the economy is so fucked up, so corrupt, so out of control, so bad, it can't really be fixed. The way it can be, I guess, a strategy is to collapse it on purpose, but I don't. Trump's so old. See now, the man. When you hear his speeches, he contradicts himself.
yeah, all the time. That's a sign.
I don't think you know
That's the sign.
They hiding something.
That's the sign of an old school con artist. See?
Yeah.
That's what Trump is, an old school con artist. So they're gonna definitely double back, say the same bullshit over and over and over, because it's all a smoke screen. So you don't see what they're really doing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, he's getting all the bank loans, like you said. He's getting all the government contracts. He's squeezing this motherfucker dry.
Yeah.
He don't care what happens. Yeah, the economy is probably going to collapse, but he don't care if it does or not. He's going to get his money out this motherfucker one way or the other. You don't give a damn about who survives. You know, and that's what the people are missing. So hopefully Congress is smart enough to keep his ass tied up in court until they can get him out of there. But so we'll see, because he got the alcoholic dude in charge of the Army and the Pentagon.
Yeah, you talking about Pete drunk ass.
Yeah, the drunk. Yeah, so the drunk rapist.
Yeah,
he got him in charge of everything.
And shit, you know what I'm saying?
So can you get control of the military? Because if you don't get control of the military, he may be in office for a third term. You know, if Congress don't take away the military, so they don't even see this shit coming. That's what they should be working on right now, is taking the military away from them right now.
Yeah. And then he on a real mission. But guess what country didn't have no tariffs?
We ain't even talk about that.
What you say, at?
The one that don't got no tariffs is what's the country called?
I'm gonna tell you the country.
It's Russia, man.
Russia.
Yeah, but let's talk about these fake ass handbags. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, you hear about that?
No, I
The
ain't.
Chinese president did in his cronies.
He bought some fake hand.
No, all the expensive Louis Vuitton bags and Chanel bags and things of that nature. The Chinese came out and he said they were all fake. He said Italy, which we noticed no tariffs were directed at Italy, right?
Yeah.
That I know of, anyway. And so he said that the Italians were getting the bags and everything from him. Then they ship them to Italy. Then Italy changed the tags on them, take the made in China tags out and put the made in Italy tags on them.
And you know, that's what they known for over there.
So all the $5,000 bags, $2,500 bags, them the same as the damn $10, $50 bags. And China also dropped another bomb and said all the diamonds. They said the gold is real, like all the rappers wear all the gold chains with the diamonds in them. China said they swapped them out. Those are fake diamonds.
Zucchinias. Whatever the fuck they call it.
Zucchinis. So they've been selling all the jewelry shops fake diamonds. The jewelry shops know it, but they've been selling it to the black people, passing them off as real diamonds. So the rappers, y'all see this? You might want to stop back at your jewelry shop or go buy your own instrument to see if it's real or not, and then go back and put your foot in his ass and get your money back. You know.
And you know the reason why he did that is because you want to fucking play with the terrorists. Well, let me show your people what they paying for.
Yeah.
You know, and who makes this shit?
You know what I'm saying? My economy, I'll collapse your shit. You know, China. That was a power move.
Which he got a good point, because you got to look at it, man. If you need a car charger and shit, you can go to the gas station and get one for less than fucking $5. You know what I'm saying? But if you go to an original car charger to that phone, man, it's like $20, $25. This before the tariff shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody do need China in some particular type of way.
So it was wild because the car chargers that Joe talking about, those things, they work for 24 minutes, and that's it.
That motherfucker just keep your phone on. It ain't charging up. They just keep it on. As soon as you unplug your phone, that bitch dead.
You can't go to sleep with it on it, you know what I'm saying?
The expensive charger is still made in China, though. So it's the cheap one and the goddamn expensive one. But here's the thing about Trump's dumbass plan. It could have been a brilliant plan had he came in and said, hey, I need a fucking car charger. What did you say? I need an American company to start a car charging business. And within a year, we're going to switch over from using China's car chargers to America. How about start the fucking businesses first in America before you just cut China off?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not only that, you know, what Trump is doing is not
yeah, okay.
Made it worse.
I was about to get you.
The
Yeah.
tariffs made it worse.
Yeah.
Which the only time you probably should do tariff is when you have a good economy.
Yeah.
When you have a bad one, I think it's going to correct. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's the biggest problem with tariff.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, he's not doing nothing. He's not reinventing the
Yeah,
wheel.
you can't be the fucking consumer and raise tariffs. Like, you the consumer, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You fucking
You know what I'm
idiot.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you the consumer, motherfucker. You gonna jack the price up for on your own self, dummy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this goddamn steak for $10. I want to pay $40 for this goddamn steak.
Hey, not only that,
I know my fucking rights.
hey, not only that, he goes to one of his rallies and he geek them up and say, yeah, they're gonna pay their ass off on the tariff.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay their ass off on the tariff because he already know what type of crowd he preaching to.
Yeah.
They don't know no better.
Yeah.
They don't know they paying extra taxes for that shit.
Yeah. So they like, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nobody willing to give you $50 extra for a motherfucking thing.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
But
The rally,
that's what you do.
the Klan rally at his inauguration and all, it should have stopped when he said, "I'm raising tariffs up." They should have been like,
Yeah.
like, hold on, man.
Yeah, hey,
What did he say? But nah, you know, like bro said, they was too ignorant to realize that when he said he was jacking them prices up, he was talking to y'all ass. Y'all gonna pay for it, you know.
But you know, they don't know. You know, like I said it, you know, hey, he got a red truck, I got a red truck. You know what I'm saying? He like what I like, vote Republican. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was hell of a shit that he did. I gotta give it to him. You know what I'm saying? He pulled off the sweetest shit you can do, man.
And you know, the Republican Party, the platform was mostly for small businesses. You know, the terrorists.
Yeah.
The terrorists came around when the Republicans was catering to the big business, not to the business, big business, like a big corporation.
Yeah.
And that's a thing you have to understand. You know, when you do terrorism, you're not doing that when you have a fucked up economy already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you have to do is fuck it way worse than it already was.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, like you said, your economy was doing good. You don't bring
Super good.
tariffs in when it's doing good, right? Even when it's doing bad, you're still fucking it up because at the end of the day, you are the consumer. You can't raise the price up on your damn self.
Yeah.
Now, if it was like, go ahead.
Well,
If it was equal, if they was buying just as much shit off of us, you know, but maybe making a larger profit, you know what I mean? Then you can go into negotiations like, hey man, we gotta, you know, we need to get, you know, benefit off some of that money because y'all we trading about the same shit, but y'all profit is much larger than ours. You know, we can get a cut of that profit, you know what I mean? But you know, this is ass backwards, man. You know what? Fuck that. You Republican people that voted for this motherfucker, y'all need to get out there and y'all need to, the shit y'all did on January 6th, that's what you need to do right now.
Yeah, go get that motherfucker.
Go Donkey Kong.
And tell me, man. You know,
climb
this shit
the
ain't
wall
right.
and get over there and tell them to fix this shit. How dare you jack the people prices up that got your ass in office? And y'all gonna sit there and take this dumb shit?
Well, I knew it was gonna be some shit when he had that inauguration inside of the Capitol, and wasn't none of them motherfuckers invited. Matter of fact, Congress wasn't even invited.
Yeah, that's
That motherfucker had a corner for the millionaires.
I mean, what was y'all thinking?
You know what I'm saying?
Far right? What was y'all thinking? You know, y'all already.
The far right got one job.
Look, January 6th was blown out of proportion, bro. Those people, I told you, those people did not deserve to be thrown in jail for that nonsense. I'm happy Donald Trump didn't pardon all those motherfuckers. You know, first of all, anything like what happened on that day is supposed to be what we supposed to do if we disagree with our government. Those people came down there, they disagreed with the election results, whatever you want to call themselves doing. They had any right to smell it. You know, people say, oh, they ambushed the that shit was over exaggerated. And you know what?
What?
It was over exaggerated.
Bro, you can ride. I mean, you can protest. You broke through the barrier, man. You went in. They went inside.
The place was closed. That's what he telling
They
me.
went inside rooms and they damaged property, private property, stole computers, brother. What?
Let me tell you something. No, a private property.
Yeah. No, the people belongings, their purses and the equipment that they brought from home, that they stole their shit, went inside their desk and took their personal items out. That's private property, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you should be having in that thing. It's private property.
Yeah, it's private property.
Everything you have in that Capitol building should be all for the public to see and to judge.
So if a man bring his wallet, somebody bring their wallet to work, they give you the right to go in the public office and go in their wallet.
You said to work. Let me tell you something. When we talk about that Capitol building, ain't nothing private about that.
So you got the right to take somebody's wallet?
Private life is up for the public.
So you got
It's
the
up
right
for
to
the
take...
public, that's cool, but the motherfucker was closed at that time. They was getting...
They have personal cell phone because nothing about the president.
Okay, what about their wallet though? So the money in their wallet, you just go in there and take the money out their wallet and their purse?
No.
Okay then. So you should be charged with taking people's private property.
And what was they doing in the Capitol that day? And
What about the guy beating the cop?
Beating the cop?
Yeah, you didn't see that? They beat the cop. Beat the shit out of him.
The cop didn't beat the shit out of him too.
She got undercover ass Trump supporter. I know I did it. I'll show her.
hey, okay, hold on, I got something for you though.
This political ant, y'all. Always on that bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to want the whole country to put that up there.
Hey, okay, well, what
People, they get vacations for that shit.
Sit back,
They
take
be
the seat.
the cops, but we all supposed to bow down to these motherfuckers.
Hey, what was they doing? You know what they was doing? I'm gonna tell you. You know the day that they bust down the motherfucking Capitol and went in there like gangbusters, like street thugs. You know what I'm saying? Like gangsters with no idea what they was going to get. That day, they was up there certifying votes. They was certifying votes inside that place. They was certifying votes. When you certify votes, no fucking body's supposed to be around. When you certify votes that the opposite or the opposing president won, you have nobody around it. This what makes it intentionally screwed up. That's what they was doing in there. At the time, they went and bum rushed the place. Did you know that?
Certifying votes with the people who vote in speaker that we call the electoral college. First of all, I didn't sign off for electoral college. So at the end of the day, let me tell you something. All Donald Trump did when he was running for president is this expose the voting system in this country. Because of course, all the elections are rigged. But the thing is, though, that Donald Trump got to stop using the shit to his own advantage. All this shit is rigged.
Let's get
Oh my God.
Let's get something clear since we talking about.
Yeah, let's get it all. Let's
electrical
clear it.
votes real quick. So during the presidential election, do the citizens' votes actually count in the presidential election,
No.
or it's only electoral college?
My brothers, if voting ever changed anything, they would have made voting illegal a long time ago.
No. I'm trying to tell. I'm trying. No, do you
Trying to
understand
get
the
you to
question?
understand something.
Okay, so if you're running for governor or mayor, we know that the citizens, your vote counts.
Right.
And the presidential election, do the citizens' vote actually count, or it's just telling us who we went for? But does it actually decide who the president? Only the okay. So therefore, so explain to me how it's rigged when our vote don't even count. Ain't that the biggest mind fuckery you ever heard of in your life?
Super fuckery.
They got the people out here thinking Donald Trump cheated on the vote. Even if he did cheat on the vote and he won the popular opinion, the popular vote, if the electoral college didn't vote for him, he still couldn't be the president, right? Am I right or wrong?
The entire
Is he right or wrong, man?
I'm just trying to let the people know that, you know, that's the biggest mind fuckery ever, that we actually think we got to say so on who the president is.
But see, y'all understand something. I am a radical.
Yeah, your radical ass need to answer that question, though.
I said yes.
Yes,
But
what?
yes, what you said is true. That vote is all right because, you know, it's up to, you trying to say, regardless of relative fact that they cheated on the citizen vote, it's all up to electoral college. I understand that. Yes, I agree with you.
Is that true? I mean, yeah, I want to know if that's true.
Yes, it is true. Yes.
Okay, so back again, I just want to say that's the biggest mind fuckery ever. So here we got the far right and the far left, everybody in between. We out here arguing and fighting each other, calling each other the N-word, the C-word, and everything in between because we think one person cheated on the other side, but it don't even fucking count though.
Yeah, but see,
that's some crazy mind fuckery ass shit.
Donald Trump
Go ahead.
Before Donald Trump, it was unheard of for one of the major networks, whether that be Fox, whether that's CNN or MSNBC, it was unheard of for any of those networks to literally call the results of any election a fraud, cheating, vote, any of that stuff. But what Donald Trump did was all he did is let people this system, it is real. This system does cheat.
Oh,
and
definitely.
the whole entire voting system is fucked up because of electoral college.
Okay, so it ain't not that. It's just, see, you're going to say, there you go. There you go. I told you, I mean, what you're saying is true, but if you're going to put that in there, you got to go back to what the country was built on, the foundation that it was built on. So it's been a crooked entity since its existence. It came in the world
What up, Jay?
as a cheater. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it real. You know what I mean?
Man, we doing this broadcast.
So
You know your ass live on it because I had to answer the phone.
yeah, so they, you know, you came in, you murdered all the Indians, then you enslaved the black Africans.
You're on the broadcast right now.
What up, Jay? What up, nephew?
What's going on,
You all right? We here talking about bring on my nephew, the strongest man in the world, my nephew LJ. Check this out though. So we going in on this economy, Elon Musk, Donald Trump. So I know you heard about what's going on with the economy and the stock market crashing and everything. What you think about it now?
About the stock market, well, you
Get the phone, okay.
a lot of people got stocks in the things that's, you know what I'm saying, overvalued. So, you know, when a lot of tariffs and shit like that going on, it actually hurt them people. So, you know, they kind of, I mean, I can understand anybody gonna be, you know what I'm saying, sensitive about their own dollar. You know, so
Right.
How I feel is, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. If you in that situation, yeah, you can. Some people got their life savings in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it can go either way with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mixed emotion.
Right.
You know, it could be nobody's problem, and then again, it could be somebody's problem.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Yeah, because a lot of people tend to think that when it comes to the stock market, only, you know, the rich and the high up billionaires only got to say so, and it's only their money. But a lot of people, that's their retirement money.
Yeah.
And so in these next
Absolutely.
couple years, these people, they about to retire.
Got their 401ks up there.
Yeah, because I didn't plant the steak cost $7, you know, at the time of my retirement. But now you're gonna have steak go up to fucking $14. My retirement money can't cover that shit.
No.
You know.
Fuck me, man.
Not at all. Now you got somebody, not a buddy not lasting the run. No.
There you go. Yeah. Now I can't retire now. You know?
Yeah. I had to stay in this motherfucking 10 more years.
Yeah. But you done, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people damn near can't even work another year and want to retire. That shit got them held up.
There you go. But they've been planning this retirement for the last 10, 15 fucking years, spotting their money up, where they gonna spend it at, where they ain't gonna spend it at, and then bam, you just shoot the prices up on everything like that. Hopefully it don't happen, and that's what it looks like.
That's the way it looks like it's trending, though.
I feel like it's more of a scare tactic to get other countries to pull up to the table to the point to where if they going so much back and forth, it just came down to what it's really about. Okay, America and China want to have an even trade because every other country, they all coming to the table, they want to negotiate something. So, okay, I'll pause how he looking is I'll pause the tariffs, but now I'm going to go after China. So now we know the real truth. Now we know the ugly truth.
Yeah, China's not gonna back down.
Really into it over everything.
Yeah, China's not gonna back down because China sell too much shit. China is like China is already enslaving their citizens.
They
So
enslaved.
they're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. We know this is a sham that you're running on your own people in America. You know goddamn well you can't charge us more. You can make all them other countries look stupid, but China like we don't play the stupid game. That's between you and your fucking citizens. So
They doing commercials
ain't
right
buying
now.
that shit.
China doing commercials and shit wearing Donald Trump hats, saying who you think make these.
Yeah.
They doing
Yeah.
talks about it too. I'm like, yeah.
It's $100 ties and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they looking at it, how China looking at it is like, they done built up their economy so much off of ours to the point to where they like, well, if y'all don't want to do no business with us, how long is it going to take y'all to build all these toy factories and shit like this for y'all to get y'all shit up and running like ours?
Exactly.
It's going to be cheaper than ours.
And why did you bring it over here why did you bring it over here in the first place? Because it's too expensive to make in America. Right. So,
Yeah.
And
So
that's exactly the reason why it was took over here. Like, we know it's going to cost y'all too much to make it. It's affecting y'all now.
exactly.
You know, that's how China looking at it. They looking like shit. We're ready to ball in our court.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
That's a great point because China know how selfish Americans are. Because some of that shit they can make here. But see how people in America look, a rich motherfucker look like this. I ain't finna pay this trailer trash motherfucker no $25, $30 an hour to build no car charge.
Nah, shit, Bobby.
I can afford it, but I don't want him to have shit. Leave his ass in the trailer. I'd rather send this shit over to Taiwan or China and let them enslave their kids and shit, you know, and build my shit.
You see iPhone, they lost like $640 billion. They like, shit, we still not building our phones over there.
No, because I don't want to make no Americans rich doing no 8 hours. I ain't paying you motherfuckers no $25, $40 to work a job because Americans are selfish. China know that shit. So China like, you want to go to war, motherfucker, I'll take you to war.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's basically what it is. This is a staring contest. Whoever blink first.
Yeah. And then you gotta look at China's got a bigger fucking population than America would ever have. It's 1 billion people living in China. So, you know, they got plenty underground sweatshops and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. They got to do something to feed all them people. They
Yeah.
gotta do something to keep everything even going how they keep it going.
Did you hear about the China handbags?
Man, them motherfuckers came out and said, the Chinese, all them motherfucking Louis Vuitton bags, all them motherfucking Gucci bags, all them motherfucking expensive bags, it's some fake motherfucking bags. Only thing real on them is the damn logo. The logo. You know what I'm saying? The logo. You know, all this shit was made in
So
China.
basically, they've been making the bags for the
For Italy.
Italian distributors, and then Italy will take it and take the China tag out and put their own tag on there and sell it as Louis Vuitton and.
No, that's the material too, Jay. The material is in China. It ain't the Louis Vuitton material at all. You're not getting none of that. You only getting the buckle from Louis Vuitton. You only getting the buckle from them motherfuckers. And they ripping, that shit is fake. All that shit Money Mayweather went up in there buying with all them sweet ass bags and shit.
Yeah.
You know, spending them thousands and thousands of dollars. That shit fake.
And
China even said your goddamn diamonds and your wrappers and X's fake.
They came back a week later and dropped another bomb. China said.
China came back and said that too.
We also been dropping the fake diamonds in y'all jewelry. They said the gold is real, but all the jewelry shops in America been buying their fake diamonds from China.
The zirconias or whatever the shit is called.
They got lab grown diamonds on. They making
Yeah.
diamonds in the lab.
Well, they got the brothers thinking they real diamonds, so they charging them at the jewelry store, lying to them, telling them that they real diamonds. So.
Because VVS diamonds too. VVS diamonds,
Yeah.
diamond you can get, that's $5,500 just for one of them.
Yeah, them some expensive diamonds.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
But they got something that can tell all that shit apart.
Yeah, but they lying to them. If they selling you fake jewelry, they looking in the thing for you. Like, yeah, brother, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Give me just give me $45,000 for this one.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Got one crystal in this motherfucker ain't even lighting up.
Yeah.
Talking about it's real.
Where you at, political ant? You still up there?
They jumping like a motherfucker.
Feel free to jump in. Man.
Yeah. Yeah, all these celebrities and shit, all of them got fake bags.
Yeah, they killed
Them
them all.
Chanel bags, all that shit fake. Ain't
Hey.
nothing but the Chanel tag real.
AJ, he dropped a video on him. Chinese guy dropped a video and sat down and he explained the whole process.
Yeah, the whole operation. The whole operation. He said, look at this shit. Since you want to up your motherfucking price.
So they basically let them know we really got all of America.
Yeah.
That's basically what he let them know.
Yeah, yeah.
The ball been in their court though. Everything we look on say made in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then not only... Go ahead.
You can stop trying to bully them, or you can stop trying to bully them and sit down like a fucking adult and just talk to them and let them know we need to get an even trade going.
Yeah,
I
because...
don't care what we gotta do. Let's just get an even trade going. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta try to bully them. It's how you do shit. It's how you do shit and how you approach it. Same thing with speaking. It's how you say shit.
Yeah.
Well, what it is Trump wants a cut of their profit. You know, it's already even. But see, he want a cut of their profit.
Yeah.
Because he's saying y'all wouldn't make a profit if my people wasn't buying y'all shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So China's saying, well, your people ain't gonna have shit if my people don't make it.
Right.
So Trump is just being greedy. Like he see, you know, somebody making, you know, I was gonna use a street reference, but I ain't gonna do it. So he sees somebody coming up off his product, and you know he getting a little jealous. Like,
Yeah.
man, well, I should be getting a bigger cut if y'all making all that money. I didn't know y'all was getting it in like that.
You know.
Yeah.
That's America for you. They see you making some money off of something. They want some type of cut up.
There you go.
Nigga with the legal until they can make till they put a tax on.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
if
great
Michael
point.
Jordan
Great
mad
point.
than a motherfucker, it's a problem.
Yeah. Great point.
A pair of J's gonna be there $700 a month.
Hey, brother, man, they got a guy who moved to China. It's a brother. He streamed over there. He got a podcast over there. He actually moved over there. And so he was just in the mall. I was watching this video. And he picking up all these Jordans, showing us the difference. This right before the video came out.
Yeah.
They got a store where they got a mall in China. And they got all the American products that we wear, but they all fake. You know what I mean?
Knockoff.
And they look, they all knockoff, and they look exactly the same. So
Real
he
as
was
fuck.
so he was walking through the mall showing us everything.
Yeah.
They look identical.
They identical.
That's something China can do. They can take whatever product we got. That's what Walmart do. You know, a lot of stuff made out of Walmart is from China.
Yeah.
They can take an item that we made that they feel is overpriced and replicate.
What X is saying is not only is it identical, it was all a scam.
Yeah.
And it was a scam to make us think somebody else was making it.
Yeah.
The Jordan. It's the same Chinese people making the damn Jordan.
Yeah.
You know.
But at this point, it just, y'all call it what y'all want to call it, but it was just made by two different people.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So China told on them. Yeah. So.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
Either apple or applesauce.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how.
At this point.
We're going to see how the Americans react to this. Are people still going to go out and buy fake bags for $1,500, $5,000 now that you
Hell
know
no.
fake? Are you? I don't know, because I don't see. I'm gonna check in about 2 weeks, and I'm gonna see if any Louis Vuitton stores closed down.
I'm for sure them motherfuckers probably closed down around here.
I
Shit.
bet you people.
Yeah.
I know.
They covered
You know how
blows,
many
man.
Americans is saying, you know, everybody want to look better than somebody else. I
Yeah.
bet you they still go out and buy them goddamn bags.
Yeah, but they know how people gonna be looking at them.
Shouldn't be worried about how somebody else looks. If they worry about their damn self, they'll be all right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No doubt.
They gotta worry about yourself. At this point, you and this person don't stand the same house. Y'all probably don't even got the same career, don't drive the same car, none of that.
Exactly.
Worry about yourself.
Yeah. Which you know that's hard for them to do, man. That's hard for them to do.
That's the world's problem today. They know that's America's problem in general. They stick their nose in too much shit that they shouldn't stick their nose in.
Always. You know what I'm saying? Always.
Yeah.
So, at this point, if we got the best military, all this shit, what is y'all fighting? What is y'all worried about two other countries fighting for?
Yeah.
Why are you dumping all this shit to another country?
Well,
Worry about us.
To be honest with you, but where we live at. So we've been watching the Italian gangsters, the black mafia, but the white mafia is the biggest mafia. They just don't make no movies about it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else been exploited on TV.
Absolutely.
But the white mafia is the most dangerous motherfuckers on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So they invaded all them countries, and they pimp in China, they pimp in Taiwan, they murdered the Hawaiians and shit, and you already know what they did to the Africans. So that'd be a good movie. We need to come out with a movie, the White Mafia.
Don't forget weaponized.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I love you. If the phone hang up though, son.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you too, man.
Yeah.
We
What
be
you
back
saying?
soon.
Don't forget that weaponized diseases too.
Oh yeah, no doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? It's covering for the smallpox, but here, you take it. Get warned.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Killed the whole damn race off. I can't even find a damn Indian when I go outside.
Nah.
In the neighborhood, it's called Indian Village.
I
What
made
Indians?
this shit, you know what I'm saying? Made this bullshit.
Yeah. But yeah, we got some new restaurants we want to take you to, man. Soon as we
Yeah.
touch down,
You
man.
gonna love this, Jake.
Oh, we got a couple of them too, man.
Yeah, good food and shit. I done
Yeah.
ran out of shit to cook up in here.
Yeah. Hey, get you a pack of beef stew. Get home to some onions, some pickle juice, and some hot cheese and noodles. Some crackers in that motherfucker.
Thank you for using
You ain't heard me. Woo, that was my go-to right there. Yeah. Now, back to Political Ant and this bullshit he talking about that he would have jumped over on the Capitol wall.
They'd beat your ass.
Where was you doing this event? Why wasn't you down there climbing on the wall?
Yeah, radical.
Because you know what they would have did to your black ass if you would have climbed on that wall?
They said they're not like us.
What you think they would have did to you if they'd have caught you climbing on that wall?
Yeah.
On that white man wall.
You seen that black dude, Stewart? He the only motherfucker got 50 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the nigga didn't get no pardon. The nigga didn't get his pardon. And the nigga, all the niggas, they shipped off to El Salvador.
Oh, nigga, fuck this. You know, ain't nobody tell you to join this shit anyway.
You know, when he got to court, the judge said, no, you really did something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You did something.
You know what I'm saying? You had the best break, motherfucker.
They said, they told the black people, when you came in, the place was officially open.
Yeah.
So you the only one broke the law, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Those people on January 6th did something that America was supposed to have done years ago.
Okay, let me ask you this. Since I already know where you're going.
College,
Why? Hold on. Why did you feel like they had the reason to go down there and tear their own place? They tore their own shit up, first of all. Why do you feel like they had the reason? Why do you feel like that was the day, January 6th, that we ain't taking this shit no more? Why did they do it?
And what was the plan for the next day? Let's get part one together first.
I'm not somebody who's gonna tell you why they did it because I wasn't a part of this.
Yeah, you was a part of it. How you gonna support it? How you gonna support it and you don't know why they did it, man?
No, because what I support is we as Americans should have a problem with what this country do on January 6th during election time. And those Americans had to find this about it, and here we are criminalizing them, and when we should be criminalizing our government.
Okay, so after that, and I hope this is what DX was alluding to. After, yeah, it is. I'm piggyback off his question. So after the movement that you support, and they completed it and did it, what changed after that?
And what was the plan that y'all was gonna put in place? Did you have a plan? Let me hear the plan.
I don't know why you didn't like I was with these people.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, you said you're a radical.
Y'all been
You
playing
said that
this
radical
shit.
shit.
Yeah, come on, you want to be a Tea Party, nigga? Answer the question.
I didn't plan this thing. All I am saying, this is all I'm saying. We should not criminalize the people that was involved in the event of January 6th because first of all,
this
we
nigga
should
crazy.
have
Yeah. Listen, brother.
did something as the people.
What did you do? What did you accomplish? That's all.
Which means I wasn't with them.
Okay, what did they accomplish? I hear what you're saying when there's something wrong in our country. We got the right to protest. We got the right to watch. I believe in that shit too, but what did they accomplish?
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
All they accomplished was the fact that the public fixes because y'all make it seem like, oh, they attacked our capital or they attacked our. These people understand that there is something completely wrong with what our country do on January 6th every 4 years.
But they can't put their finger on it, right? Something wrong. But they just can't put it.
But see, they thought they know the situation, but it didn't. And not only that, what we should have been doing as a people is taking their side and not the government side.
Okay, if you give me a brother, give me a fucking reason so I can be on their side. Why did if they give me the reason?
Tell us something, man.
Yeah, so we can be on their side. You know, because you talk to some niggas that hate the government. But I can't be on your side if you just go down there tearing shit up for nothing, brother.
Why even vote at all? Why even have the right?
What's wrong with the voting process? What happened?
Yeah.
What happened? Your man's won. What happened?
And then listen, Ant, this how they go. Ant, let me explain this to you real quick so you can understand. You know the electoral college votes and shit like that? Okay, it come from the people. The people vote. Once the people vote in the electoral college, that's how you get them type of delegates. You don't get them because a motherfucker just come out the blue and said, hey, I'm a delegate holder. That shit don't work like that.
But those delegates at any time, and they have in the past, my brother, if they can go against any town or what the popular vote and say.
Then the town would tear that motherfucker up.
So, yeah, so why don't the people know this? Because if the people
do know.
No, they don't. If they know, then what the fuck is they down there fighting for?
Yeah, if they knew, they wouldn't have went into the motherfucking Capitol.
Well, those people, the January sisters, they believe they can do something about it. They ain't right. It failed big time. But it really failed because the public, which they was a part of, they didn't went against them. Oh, they trying to have an insurrection and all the other nonsense y'all was throwing at these people. These people had every right to if you think your government is doing something that you disagree with, we have the right to challenge them. That is the right of a sovereign citizen.
Let me tell you something.
I understand you guys are used to being, obedient to the government. We get that. But you can't criminalize those who don't want to be obedient.
Oh my God. Okay, so
why they didn't tear it up? Why they didn't tear it up this time?
You said what?
Why didn't they tear it up?
I got a good question.
Trump
for you.
won. Why they didn't tear it up? It's the same. Hold on. Let me say this. It was the same fucking voting process. They barely changed anything, and Trump won. So why didn't they tear that motherfucker up this time when he won?
I don't know, but I would tell you this.
That lets you know that they was full of shit. They a bunch of fucking liars because they should have tore it up when Trump won.
The people who did it the first time, the people was against. See, here's the thing, bro. I just told you, public perception controls everything. So, and when those January 6th lost the public perception, and it went to the government side of things, then you're right. Most people would lose hope and say, fuck this. Fuck this here. I mean, because at this point, we are criminalizing people who simply don't want tyrannical systems that have power no more.
okay,
Hold on. Because we are so comfortable with these systems, we go out of our way to defend them now. When we say, don't.
We're going to do a part 3. Hey, we're going to have to do a part 3 because you're going to have to come back and tell us what you're saying makes sense. But what you're not giving us is y'all got what y'all wanted. So what changed? Y'all took a great economy and fucked it up. Because I'm saying y'all because you agree with them, right? You radical.
you just said you was a radical. A rattlesnake or whatever the fuck that.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the people at the rally.
Yeah.
You support
You
this
said
and that.
they had the right to do that shit.
Okay, so let's talk quickly. The Tea Party. Why did the Tea Party riot against England?
Because they feel that England had no right to put taxes on shit when they
Great
had
answer.
no say-so.
Great answer. Now, why did
Good answer.
the far right riot on that January 6th? What for?
Because
What?
they feel that the electoral college do not have a right.
Okay, did they? What Did they change it though? That's what we want to know. Did they change it?
No, you know why?
Okay, so that's the problem.
They didn't have.
Cause that mean they are. And that mean they fucking lying. Because you went down there, you tore it up because you didn't like the process. Then your man, your candidate won on the same goddamn system, and now you happy.
Then you saying it's the People House. When we was at the Million Man March, Louis Farrakhan, Father Farrakhan, told us
Shout out to the Million
everything that happened, how we was getting sold and all that kind of stuff from there. When he turned around and looked at the Capitol, if he just said, now go up there and get them motherfuckers, and we all ran up there, but it was a million motherfuckers. What you think would happen to us? Did we have a right to do that?
Great question.
Did we have a right to do that? Don't run and hide now.
The people are the sovereigns. They have the right.
Okay, so we got the right. So what do you think? What do you think would happen to all them black people if we'd have jumped on that Capitol building and went in there and slugged and killed 2 cops and killed 2 cops? What you think? I'm just saying. What you think would happen to us that day? How many black people you think would have got shot that day? Okay.
And rooftop security that day.
Yeah. You turn around trying to say, "Boy, this man beat a cop." These are the same cops that beat us, kill us.
Yeah, that's a different. That's a different topic though.
No, them Capitol cops.
Yeah, the Capitol
They don't
cops.
even got a fucking car, man. They not driving no car. I never heard you cuss before, man. I never heard you cuss before.
Yeah, the Hebrews cuss too.
You are completely being hypocritical because they do the same thing as ain't nobody comes on.
I was asking questions. I ain't saying defend them. I just wanted. I'm trying to find out.
Plus, they ain't in our neighborhood.
If that cop got beat, I'm pretty sure that person that beat him was protecting himself. Yeah, I know for a fact.
You filed us in. Yeah, you filed us in. You filed us in.
Because see, people don't like the truth. Because people are so comfortable in these lies, and these lies protect them, and they little false fake realities around it. So they love the lies they've been told. I'm not going to tell you that bullshit. I'm going to tell you what you don't want to hear, because I know it's the truth. I know people don't like it. And it is what it is, bro. I say it again.
Oh my God.
Everybody that hear me.
We gotta have you back on here, man.
All I mean is tell people the truth. That's all I do.
Yeah, that's all we ask for, raw footage, man. You know what you really think. Nothing else.
Yeah, now the cops gonna be after your ass for that bullshit you
I
just
don't
said.
give a fuck. I don't give a damn.
Shout out to all the good cops.
Hey, to the good ones, man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. There is no good cops. I hope you mentioned that. The reason why
Hey,
I say
you're not gonna make me defend no cops right now, but there's some good cops.
you gonna have to.
There's more bad cops, but there's some good cops out there. I done ran into
No,
some good cops.
hold on. I'm gonna tell you this. There are good people who are cops.
Whatever.
Don't say there are good cops. There are good people who are cops. So those good people need to quit the police force. That's what they need to do. Because first of all,
Say we all be dead, motherfucker.
Nigga, there's bad people that fucking work at the gas station. We don't get into that though. That's gonna take too long. Hey, we're gonna pause it right there. We're gonna get a part 3. I don't want to go over too far, but that was great. Yeah, you gonna have to pay for that Capitol building shit though. So we're gonna definitely.
I don't know why y'all think I was a part of that nonsense. I was a part of, but I do defend the people who did it.
Yeah, I know. That's the issue with me. You know what I'm saying? You don't kill no innocent Capitol police officers. We're not gonna stand for that here in America. Goddamn it.
You're not gonna fucking come up.
Sorry,
Fuck
fucking
who you
country.
is.
First of all, if any cop got injured, the people was defending themselves.
Oh my God.
Damn.
But the cops say that about. So
Man, it ain't no way one cop gonna try to hit a motherfucker and it's 200 around you.
Man, did you see the way they?
They mob the shit out of him.
Did you see the way they beat that cop, man? I'm gonna pull that shit up, boy. You better hope I can't find
every
that
time
shit.
a cop kill a black person, their biggest defense.
Oh, wow. This
Yeah, but
motherfucker.
see, here's
You
the
see what
thing
you just
though.
did to us?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it though. But here's the thing though. See this? on, Captain America.
All over the
Hold on. See, this is what you fail to realize in this situation right here. In this situation right here, you got cops fighting cops. You got military personnel and cops and private investigators and all type of shit, FBI agents, CIA agents. Them motherfuckers was the ones jumping over that goddamn wall.
Yeah.
Fighting other cops. So it's cops on cops. So it ain't like it was black people fighting the cops, for killing innocent black people and shit like that. Those are cops and doctors and lawyers fighting fucking cops. So they was fighting each other.
Military.
Who
Yeah.
was there to end that rally had no right because the people have the right to assemble on any part of the argument.
You ain't got the right to beat no cops, though. You got the right to assemble.
I know, but see, we don't know. But see, y'all understand, I've been to numerous protests, and every protest I've ever been to, cops threaten us all the damn time. So I don't know how any of that stuff happened. I'm not listening to no news, because I know all the
You
news.
don't go to a protest with that type of attitude. Yeah, they should have whooped your ass.
Hey. You seen it.
All those news meetings are all brought up by the same people who was the enemy around this motherfucker. So
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that shit.
Hey, man. Good shit, though. Like, we're going to end this. Dark Matter Podcast 2025. Look for the next video. We're going to bring a political ant back for part
Most
3.
definitely. Most
Because
definitely.
he's going to have to answer to this crazy black Tea Party Capitol building rioting motherfuckers. We gonna talk about this shit. You ain't gonna be tearing up shit around here, brother.
Yeah. Blame it.
Oh, well, Black Lives Matter do it's okay, though.
Yeah.
Damn right.
They blame the victim and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, stay on the line. We out. Dark Matter Podcast. DX, we out. Peace. Hold on, man. Yeah, that was a good one, man. We live. Y'all hear this bullshit ain't got going on. He's a Capitol rioter. Trump ain't gonna pardon your black ass when you go to court. I'm telling on you.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all go
I
pick
don't
his
remember
ass
this
up.
nigga.
Go pick him up. Yeah,
That's what
was
Trump
like,
gonna say. I don't remember this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
See what y'all don't know is I know